Dad, I need to talk to you about something.
What's up, kiddo? Did you finally decide to become a professional Netflix watcher like your mother?
No, but that's not a bad idea. Actually, I was thinking about getting a tattoo.
A tattoo? You know I'm allergic to tattoos, right? If you get one, I'll break out in hives just thinking about it.
Dad, that's not how allergies work. And besides, it's not like I'm going to get a tattoo of your face on my arm or something.
Well, that's a relief. I don't think I could handle being permanently etched on your body. But seriously, what kind of tattoo are you thinking of getting?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe something small and cute like a cartoon character or a heart.
A heart? Oh no, you're going to turn into one of those emo kids from the 2000s with a heart tattoo on your wrist.
Dad, stop. You're being dramatic. And besides, emo kids are so 2008.
Well, excuse me for being out of touch, but seriously, are you sure you're ready for a tattoo? It's a big responsibility, like owning a pet, or a goldfish ... or a cactus.
Dad, I think I can handle it. And if not, I'll just get a temporary tattoo of a cactus and pretend it's the real thing.
Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. Temporary tattoos are like the rental cars of tattoos. You can try them out without making a long-term commitment.
Exactly. And if I don't like it, I can just peel it off and pretend it never happened.
Well, I suppose that's one way to look at it. Just don't come crying to me when you're stuck with a fake tattoo of a cactus on your arm for the rest of your life.
Dad, you're so silly sometimes. But anyway, enough about tattoos. What's new with you? Any exciting projects coming up?
Well, actually, I'm thinking of starting a garden in the backyard. I've always wanted to grow my own tomatoes and herbs.
That sounds like a great idea. I'll help you with it. But only if you promise not to try to grow a cactus.
I promise. No cacti in the garden. But I might try to grow a pineapple tree, just to see if I can.
Dad, you know that's not how pineapple trees work, right? You can't just grow one in your backyard.
Oh, I know. But a guy can dream, right? Maybe I'll just have to settle for a pineapple-shaped garden gnome instead.
That's more like it. And hey, speaking of food, have you tried that new ice cream place downtown?
No, I haven't had a chance to try it yet. But I've heard great things. Maybe we can go together this weekend.
Sounds like a plan. But only if you promise not to get a tattoo of an ice cream cone on your arm afterwards.
I promise. No tattoos of ice cream cones. But I might try to convince them to give me a free cone for being such a great dad.
Good luck with that, Dad. I'm sure they'll be impressed by your dad jokes.
Hey, speaking of dad jokes, I've got a good one for you. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I don't know. Why? Because he was outstanding in his field. Get it? Outstanding in his field. Ha ha. Groan. That's so cheesy, Dad. But I have to admit, it made me laugh.
That's what I'm here for. Now, enough about jokes. What's new with you? How's school going?
It's going good, just busy as usual. I've got a lot of projects and papers due soon, but I'm managing.
That's great, kiddo. You're doing great. And don't forget, I'm always here to help if you need it. Whether it's with your homework or just someone to talk to.
Thanks, Dad. That means a lot to me. And hey, speaking of school, I've got a friend who's having a tough time right now. She's going through a rough patch and could use some advice.
Well, I'm all ears. What's going on with her?
She's just feeling really overwhelmed and stressed out. She's not sure what she wants to do with her life and feels like she's stuck in a rut.
I see. Well, tell her I said hi, and that I'm here for her too. And remind her that it's okay to not have it all figured out just yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up.
Ha, I'll tell her, Dad, and I'm sure she appreciate it. Thanks for being such a great dad.
Or, shucks, kiddo. That's what I'm here for. Now, let's go get some ice cream and celebrate the fact that we're both still figuring it out.
Sounds like a plan, Dad. But only if you promise to get a cone with sprinkles. That way we can match.
Deal. I wouldn't want to be seen in public with a boring ice cream cone anyway. Sprinkles are the best.
Totally. And hey, while we're out, can we please go to the bookstore too? I need to get a new novel for English class.
Of course, kiddo. I love browsing the bookstore almost as much as I love ice cream. We can make a day of it.
Yay. Thanks, Dad. You're the best. And hey, speaking of books, have you read anything good lately?
Actually, I just finished reading a great sci-fi novel. It was all about space travel and alien civilizations. Really made me think about the universe and our place in it.
Whoa, that sounds deep. I'll have to add it to my reading list. Maybe we can even discuss it over ice cream and sprinkles.
Sounds like a plan. I love talking about books with you. You always have such great insights and perspectives.
Thanks, Dad. I love talking about books with you too. You always make me see things in a new light.
Hey, kiddo. I've been thinking, maybe we should start a book club together. Just the two of us, and we can read a new book every month and discuss it over ice cream.
That sounds like so much fun, Dad. I would love to start a book club with you. What kind of books were you thinking of reading?
Well, I was thinking we could start with some classic sci-fi novels, like Asimov or Heinlein, and then maybe move on to some newer authors, like John Green or Rainbow Rowell.
I love John Green. I've read all of his books, but I've never read any Asimov or Heinlein before. That sounds like a great adventure.
Exactly. I think it would be a great way for us to bond over our love of reading and explore some new genres and authors together.
Definitely. And hey, speaking of adventures, have you thought about planning a road trip for this summer?
Actually, I was thinking about that very thing. I was thinking we could drive out to the Grand Canyon and Yellowstone. What do you think?
That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to see the Grand Canyon, and Yellowstone is supposed to be so beautiful too.
It is, and I think it would be a great opportunity for us to spend some quality time together, just the two of us. No distractions, just us and the open road.
I would love that, Dad. Let's start planning. And hey, maybe we can even make a pit stop at a bookstore or two along the way.
Ha, you know me too well, kiddo. Of course, we'll make sure to visit some bookstores on our road trip. It's a must.
So, Dad, what's the first book we're going to read for our book club?
Well, I was thinking we could start with Foundation by Isaac Asimov. It's a classic sci-fi novel that I think you'll really enjoy.
Sounds good to me. I'll go pick it up from the library tomorrow. And hey, speaking of libraries, have you heard about the new library that's opening up downtown?
No, I hadn't heard about that. That's great news. I love libraries. We should definitely check it out together.
Definitely. And maybe we can even attend some of their author events or book clubs too.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd love to meet some new authors and hear them talk about their books.
Me too. And hey, speaking of authors, have you heard about the new book by Rainbow Rowell? I heard it's really good.
No, I haven't heard about it yet, but if you recommend it, I'll definitely check it out. You have great taste in books, kiddo.
Thank Thanks, Dad. I think you'll really like it. And hey, maybe we can even write our own book together someday.
Ha! I'd love to write a book with you, kiddo. What kind of book were you thinking of writing?
Maybe a sci-fi novel about a father and daughter who go on a space adventure together.
I love it. Let's start brainstorming and see where it takes us. Who knows? Maybe we'll be the next big authors.